What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Kingpin. Definitely got you locked in. Who do I got on the phone with me right now?
It's Dia, Princess of the Island. Hey.
It's Dia. What's good with you? We got one of the baddies on the phone with us. Back again for her second interview. We got Zeus Network's own. It's Dia.
Yeah, period. What you saying? How you doing?
Hey, we having a great time here at Oak 93.5. We had to bring you back. It was such a great pleasure to get you to call in for your first radio interview before the whole show even aired. So we got a chance to chop it up and talk to you about your experience about auditioning. But now we got the Princess of the Islands back on the phone again to share with us some of her experiences as the show has been going on now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So last time we talked, you was the girl from the islands. You was in the audition line. You was dropping bars. Now you're the girl that's on the actual show. You made it. How does that actually feel?
It feels amazing, you know what I mean? Coming from the islands to be able to have that type of accomplishment is definitely something I'm proud to have under my belt. So, you know what I mean? We just see where it goes from here. It's up and stuck.
Yes, man. Speaking of it being up and stuck, your music has been going super crazy the whole time after you called. Like everybody was just so impressed with your vocal ability from the I'm Still Scared to Baddie. I mean, you are really a force to be reckoned with on both sides. Like you're a real genuine person on TV, and then your music is so relatable and it's so pure and honest, all right?
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thank you to everybody that called in and made those compliments. You know, that means a lot to me. I appreciate my time so much. So, and I appreciate you for also bringing me back. So thank you.
Yes. We had to bring you back because we just see that you're being such a advocate as well too for your brother, and I really appreciate that because you're taking your platform and you're bringing awareness, and we really want to just make sure you get a second to tell everybody about the justice that you're trying to get for your brother.
Thank you so much. Well, with my brother's case, it really means a lot to me to have been able to get that platform because, you know, my brother was killed unlawfully in the Bahamas. They put 45 shots in him. We've been trying to fight this case for about 2 years now. The police are still on the road. We won coroner's court, but they haven't pressed any charges. So right now we're just trying to build awareness on an international level so that we can apply some pressure to be able to, you know, see some closure to the situation and also be able to create, you know, a difference with the police department and the way that crimes are investigated as far as police towards civilians in the Bahamas and just crimes as a whole. Like, I just feel like the entire police department needs to be reformed. And that's something that I'm passionate about, and I'm going to continue to push as long as I have a platform and, you know, until it's my last breath on earth, until there's some change to what comes. You know what I mean? It means a lot to me. It's literally like something that's so close to my heart, very, very close to my heart, because he didn't deserve to die that way. The story is available on the internet, so if you search up Azario Major Killing Bahamas, you will find all of the information. There's a quick video on Facebook that shows, you know, the corruption of what happened when the police put on gloves, looked at the cameras, all of that stuff. So the case is available online, so I would just appreciate if everybody just looks it up. And, you know, as much as you can just tag Justice for Azario, we're going to be doing a lot of things coming up as far as, you know, petitions and creating a wave down here and a movement so that we can apply some pressure back home.
Yes, man. Speaking of back home, like I told you last time you called in, I was fortunate enough to do like a 7-day, cruise of the Caribbean, and we also had a stop in the Bahamas. I was able to see the beautiful place that you are at, or you were at, and it was just a great country. And I also do know that, you know, it is a lot of corruption out there, just it is in the United States and any place. So we definitely got to make sure we avoid that and try to get some justice because we're going to get it for your brother, and I'm going to make sure I still advocate along with you because when I see you, I feel like I see your brother. Like he seems like a person that might have been a very big, strong influence on you. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. My brother's my biggest supporter with music. Like before I was on Bodies, before I've been doing music for 7 years, and he knew that, you know, the music is the closest thing to my heart. It's what gave me my peace. It's what gave me my ability to vent and, you know, just be able to deal with the world. And he was my biggest supporter. When I had 2 people listening to me on Spotify, he would tell me, like, you get that record deal yet? Every time I saw him, so he's close. He was close to me then. He's still close to me now, and I still consider him my biggest supporter because I know he's still looking down on me.
Right. And I know you said it might have been only two people listening to you. That was got to be your brother and then Batty Ree. I think that she's definitely a support.
Yeah.
It had to be Batty
My
Ree.
best friend, yes.
Shout out to the
Yes, Batty Ree,
besties.
that's my best friend. Shout out Batty Ree. She's been with me from the start, as well as, my producer Keith Zahn from back home, my engineer. They were with me, like, before when this all was just a dream. I mean, it's still a dream because we ain't where we want to be as yet, but they were with me before anybody else believed in me and my family and everything. So, much love. Shout out Batty Reed. Shout out everybody on the team. Keith Zahn, he's the baddest producer in the Bahamas. Universal Flow, the hardest engineer, one of the hardest writers coming out of the Bahamas. They've been with me before I, had anything to say, like had anything, any accolades, any accomplishments. So I definitely appreciate all of them.
Right. Now we see you have a new joint out right now called Never Run. Let's talk about that single right there.
Okay, so Never Run, when you listen to it, of course it was inspired, by my experience on the show. I made the record basically, so it starts off and it's like, I might not be no fighter, but one thing for sure, I can never run. And I wanted to make that track because I wanted to connect with my fans and let them know, like, at the end of the day, I don't feel like anybody should allow people to intimidate them, aggravate them or do certain things, and you shouldn't feel like you have the right to speak up for yourself or defend yourself. I'm not a fighting baddie. I'm a rapping baddie. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. And when people saw me fighting on the show, it was basically because I was going through a lot with my brother as well. I hadn't really grieved as yet. So being in such a high pressure environment and, girls doing things that I consider to be, I'm big on principles. So if you're doing things that are, wrong, I'm going to stand up for myself. And, I didn't let my emotions get the best of me and line me into, fights that I probably could have talked out. But then at the end of the day, I thought, let me stand up for myself because if somebody hit me, I feel like, I should hit you back. But, I'm not a fighting body at the end of the day. I'm a rapping body, like I said. And so the song was inspired because I want to touch my fans and let them know, like, you don't shut your mouth just because people feel like, okay, you can't fight, because people they're gonna aggravate you, they're gonna come at you. I don't like people taking me for a little fence, and I felt like that's what was happening.
Right.
Yeah, and also shout out Margot.
Yes.
She is also a feature on the track. She killed the hook. She's from the Bahamas as well, and it's a great record. I'm excited to see where it's gonna go.
That's right. It's your boy Kingpin. You're definitely locked in. We got It's Dia from Baddies Caribbean on the phone with us right now. She's discussing that Never Run single that is out right now, correct?
Yes, it's out right now on all platforms, and the YouTube video is also out. You can find that It's Dia.
Right.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Right. Now, baddies has changed because everybody looked at a baddie as a female that's, about getting her money, a female that's about her business, that's looking good. Now, baddies is turned to pretty much like an all-out brawl. You got to fight for your place, stuff like that. So is that something that you kind of trying to stray away from? Or are you just like, look, if that happens, I'm down for it?
I didn't expect it coming onto the show because, to be honest, I've been watching Baddies for a minute, and I wasn't expecting it to be, set up with so much fights. Like, I know that they had fights, but I have multiple businesses back home, so the way I see myself, I feel like I'm a baddie. I support my own music.
Right.
And I felt like, I'm not afraid to speak up for myself. If it comes to it, then, somebody hit me, I'm going to hit them back, or I'm going to try. You see what I'm saying?
Listen.
So I wasn't expecting it to be so intense, to be honest. But I still took on the challenge regardless because I'm never going to give up, and I'm not going to let anybody, count me out in a type of way. Moving forward, I would like to really push myself as an artist because the environment, I feel like, isn't conducive to an artist. I'm very big on attaching myself to my music and, being in my zone. And I want to be seen and respected as an artist. So the way that it's being received in the public eye, it does worry me a bit because I want people to focus on my music. I want people to see what I've been putting my money and my time in for the last 7 years. I don't want to throw my career away. So as far as that is concerned, I'm not sure if I'm ever going to, move forward dealing with it because I want to be seen as an artist. I want to be respected as an artist, the first artist going big, coming out of the Bahamas. I want to be a superstar. I am a superstar.
Right.
And I'm going to get there, and I want to represent the Bahamas on a respectable level. So when it comes to the music, for sure.
So with that, you hear it first right here on Locked In with Kingpin. You may not see D on the next season because she might be focusing on her music solely because she's been putting a lot into it. And sometimes you can get diverted when people look at you as a reality star instead of looking at you as an international music star like you are, right?
Exactly. That is my worry, because I've toured in Europe and I've been doing music for a while. I have multiple songs on the charts, and I feel like that was ignored during the season. I wasn't able to perform and stuff like that. Although I'm very grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful to Natalie, grateful to ZUES, because it did give me a platform. But I don't want people to get it twisted and think that I'm a reality TV star. I'm not. I'm an artist.
Right.
And that is where I intend to go.
So speaking of artistry, what other baddies that you decide you want to work with on a music level? Like, do you see some of the people that's on your cast right now that you like, hey, I want to do a song with you?
Of course. Like, I want to do a song with Tinker and Big Slim, for sure. Like, they were my friends at the cast, and I respect them as artists. They make great music, and I'm looking forward. We actually are going to be working on something coming out real soon, so I'm excited about it. So look out, y'all, for the song with It's Dia, Tinker, and Slim Too Bad, because it's coming.
That's right, man. We got It's Dia on the phone. One of the big three that's going to be on a Baddies tour coming to a city near you. I know y'all seen me promoting that a couple of weeks ago. Telling y'all about Philly. I mean, talking about LA. I'm talking about all over the place, man. How is it working with Tinkerbella and Big Slim on that tour that y'all getting ready to take care of?
Working with them, I mean, I know it's going to be extremely fluent. It's been extremely fluent since we've been setting up, because we are friends in real life. You know what I mean? And we want to bring to the table what this whole Baddies thing is meant to be. We're going to get to the bag. We're going to promote our music, and we're going to support each other. You know what I mean? Sisterhood, for real, for real.
Right.
So that's why we put this. That's the reason we put this tour together, because we really connect as sisters, and we talk off camera, like we talk on a regular basis. So we want to go out and help each other push each other's music and just touch the audience and really get them to connect with us on a higher level.
So speaking of sisterhood, is there some cast members, like particularly one person or two people that you may not have the best relationship right now that you want to work on it? Like, hey, I'm not really seeing eye to eye with such and such, but I would like to mend and work on that.
To say that there's a few of the Baddies, of course, that I'm not seeing eye to eye with, which I'm sure everybody is familiar with, because I did release a diss track recently. I just to clear that up, I dropped the diss track not to say cause a problem, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, they addressed me, and they said certain things about me on the internet all in 1 week that I didn't appreciate, because I felt like I was very nice to all of the girls, you see what I'm saying? So I'm an artist, and that's how I respond. So a lot of people is taking it like, oh, she got to prepare when she gets to reunion. But I'm an artist, so when you do something to me, I'm going to go in the booth and I'm going to diss you. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm going to do. As far as mending the relationship, I would like to see it come to an understanding and have a conversation, because I'd like to see accountability taken as well, because my reputation is everything to me, and I don't like people smearing my name. So I would like to see some resolve come to the situation, but at the end of the day, I'm not sure that it'll ever be to the point where it's sisterhood, because once people can burn you once, they'll burn you again, and I'm not big on that, you know what I mean?
And who are we talking about, that person that you want to have a conversation with so we can get some clarity? Who's the person that you really would like to just sit down with, probably off camera, or just get some kind of, who is the person that you're talking about?
I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm looking to sit down. Like, I'm not really looking to sit, like, you know, I'm not looking to sit down, because that's just not me. That's not my type of thing. Like, once you do something to me, I keep it pushing. You know what I mean? I keep it pushing. I say what I have to say, and I keep it pushing. The girls that I did diss on the track would be, who was on that track? I called them the band. So I did diss Anna, Biggie, Diamond, Nunu, and Heaven. But at reunion, you know, hopefully we could have a conversation and I see exactly what the issue is and why they said certain things about me, you know what I mean? Because take accountability, and you know them things ain't true, so clear it up. So it's not really about me looking to be friends, because I really in real life, I'm not a friendly girl. I'm a girl's girl, but I don't like people that do things out of character. I don't like stuff like that, because if you have no reason to say that stuff about me, don't say it about me. But I want people to stop. I want them to stop acting as though you counting me out as though I don't have the right to have a voice to respond when you say something about me. Like, don't act like, and then you're saying things like she's not a real artist. Them type of things, I don't like that. I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, you
So,
you definitely are a real artist, and I hear your accent when it comes to the conversations, but when I actually hear your songs like Baddie or basically like I'm Still Scared, I can't really tell exactly where you're from. How is that to be able to change your voice to a more Americanized thing, or how do you do that? Because I would expect, like, basically, here's the funny thing about it. I was listening to some things, and I heard Shaggy. He has this fake voice that he uses, like Mr. Lover Lover, Mr. Boombastic. But he does not talk like that, and it just blew my mind. I was like, "Come on, Shaggy!" And I heard his beat. He's like, "It wasn't me. That wasn't him." So, how do you change your voice to seem so I can't really. I don't want to offend you, but it's like you just don't sound like the Bahamas on that single "I'm Still Scared." You sound like you could be from anywhere.
Well, the thing is, like, in the Caribbean, especially in the Bahamas, let me speak for the Bahamas, like, we have the ability to code switch. Like, even the way I'm talking to you now, you could hear a bit of an accent, but I'm talking to you more proper. And on top of that, like, since I was a child, I did speech training, because I used to perform poetry and perform speeches and stuff like that. So when I go to sing, it's just like when you listen to Rihanna, you don't hear her accent, you know what I mean? When Nikki goes on the track and she does Jamaican style music, she does it in a Jamaican slang, but Nikki is from Trinidad. It's artistry. When Idris Elba, he's an actor, you know what I mean? He can switch from UK to American. So it's not really about me not owning where I'm from. It's just I'm an artist. So when I get in the studio, I have music that I'm creating that has Bahamian slang in it, but I enjoy making different types of music, and that's just me when I express myself. And a lot of people from the Caribbean have the ability to code switch. The Jamaican accent is very, very strong. You have certain places in the Caribbean where their accents are really, really strong, but even when you speak to them, sometimes in proper English, they can code switch. However, like I said, I've been doing speech training, and there's a lot of artists that are from certain places, and when they do music, you can't tell where they're from. A lot of people had no idea that Rihanna was from Barbados.
Right.
She's born, raised from Barbados.
It's an amazing pleasure. We got It's Dia on the phone with us back again. Now, last time, you lost to Royalty Education Zone. We did a riddle for you, and the riddle was, I got to remember right, it was, give me something that starts a car that only has 3 letters or something like that. You said something wrong, but the answer was gas, okay? And you got it wrong, okay?
I'm sure I said gas.
No, you said car. We gonna roll. I got it. We gonna roll the tape back now. We gonna roll that footage back, Dia. But listen, we are back again with celebrity entertainer, celebrity superstar, music artist It's Dia, currently on Baddies right now, okay? And we got another trivia / riddle question for you, okay? From Royalty Education Zone, all right? You ready?
Okay.
All right.
I'm listening.
All right, so here's the riddle. If you don't keep me, I will break. What is it?
If you don't keep me, I will break.
Yes.
Heart.
Nope. The actual answer is a promise. If you don't keep a promise, it will break. We stopped you 2 times back to back. Hey, we gotta. Hey, we got you back to back. You know what I mean? We got you back to back again. Royalty Education Zone wants to thank you for being such a good sport. And also, actually, we will be sending you off some official merch from Trap Face. Okay, thank you for reposting that, because we will be sending your merch off to you, and you'll be receiving that from Trap Face. Malik is holding it down for you with some exclusive wear. You're gonna be seeing it real soon, okay? And also,
thank you.
And also, we got you on our new mixtape that's only available on my mixtapes. It's called Reality Stars with Bars, and It's Dia, I'm Still Scared is up there, okay? So, Steve, I know you hear me listening in. I want you to play that I'm Still Scared right now, because we definitely locked in with Kingpin on Oak 93.5. And thank you for your time, Dia. And thank you to Warlick Agency for putting it all together, all right?
Period. Thank you so much, Kingpin. I'll see you later.
And next week, I want you to make sure you call Slim and Tinkerbella and set up the interview for us, all right?
Most definitely. Everybody make sure y'all stay tuned for the Big 3 tour. It's coming. You see what I'm saying? We could be in a city near you.
Let's go, let's go. That's right, it's Via just called in. That's my favorite joint. And it's y'all's too, because it's #1 on the countdown, okay?